Man, welcome back, everybody. This time on 818 Custom Garage, me and the big ding dong.
Got the Nitro car.
We got the Nitro car. We're going to the Darkside. Why is everybody? I don't know. Maybe post in the comments. I'm curious. Why does everybody call going to Nitro like the super Darkside? I thought going to like the 2-stroke, fifth scales was the Darkside. Those are a blast. I have never had a Nitro car ever, so. This is going to be my first experience. We didn't want to get anything super crazy. This, we did our research. Should be a really nice car. Should be a lot of fun. Ready to run. Kyosho MP9. This is the V2. So, man, let's get into it. Let's check it out. You want to check it out, Gage?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we can open this guy up.
Oh.
Oh, man. Look at that thing. Man, check it out. Did you like
sick.
it?
Yeah.
All right, pull it off. Oh, yes. Is it stuck?
Yeah, it's stuck on there.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, there we go.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh, the body's almost stuck. There we go. Cool. Man, this thing is nice.
I like the orange body.
I like the orange body too. Although it's, there we go. Keep that around.
There's
Pulls it
a
off.
piece of tape.
Oh, there's piece of tape on there. Okay. Sweet. Thanks, bro. Man, this thing is nice. Pretty lightweight. Ready to run. I mean, it's ready to go. We'll have to break in the motor. Stuff like that. We do have some nitro fuel. One of the things we had been looking at was... I did some research on it, and I could not find out until right now.
Oh, it is pretty light.
It is pretty light. So the diffs normally on this one, they only had like one cross shaft in them. So, but then I just opened this up right before I pulled this out. Is the new diffs? The diffs are upgraded. They had a supplement in there, and they now have the double cross shaft. I purchased separate cross shafts and gears. It was like $12 for like all of it. So I figured, hey, you know what? Now we got spares. I don't have to go into the diffs and touch them, do anything except for, later on service them. Man, this thing I'm really looking forward to. How about you, Gage? So we've got a local track that's now maybe about 20 minutes away. So we want to try to break it in, and they do a lot of test time there and stuff like that. We're going to try to We're going to try to, I don't know if we'll go race it, but we're going to race it on the track and see if we can do okay. I don't know if I'm a good enough driver to really race and do any good.
I'll do it.
Well, we're going to let you, for sure, going to let you check this thing out and drive it.
I'm a pretty good driver.
You're getting way better. I really admit, you're doing really good. But, hey, so next up, we're going to get some, we'll fire it up. We'll catch that and do a little break-in stuff. We've already got some VP nitro fuel for it. One of the things that we are probably going to do, I'm going to run a LiPo in this, and the servos are not high voltage rated. So they'll work, but eventually, they'll probably not work. So so we've got a set of servos for it. I've got a Reefs Raw 500 that we'll use for the steering. And then I have an AGF, pretty nice, fast AGF that we'll use for the brake and throttle servo. So I think that's really, and then we'll look it over, see if there's any other things we need to do to it. But man, this thing's super nice. I mean, it's a ready to run. And like the controller, the remote.
Oh, that's pretty nice looking.
This is pretty, it's lightweight, it's cheaper, but it's got a screen and everything. This thing's not bad. Not bad at all. It feels pretty good. It's weird. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got, it's angled. That's different, but man, and then I got a big giant finger. It's hard for me to get in the trigger. So maybe one day we might upgrade the controller. Although, I've got those two, I got a DX5C, so I could always put and I've got some 3-channel Spectrum receivers that I can throw in there. So we can definitely do that if we decide to. But we're going to, hey, it's got this. We're going to use it. How do you, check it out. What do you think, Gage? It's pretty nice though,
Yeah.
but it's weird. I've never seen one at an angle before.
I've never seen one like crooked like that.
Yeah.
Like it's so unique.
It's unique.
Yes.
Do you even know what unique means? Obviously you do.
It means different. Like
Yeah.
different. I'm unique than you.
You're more unique than I am?
Yes.
Probably. I'm not very unique. I'm just a bald old guy. The kids like to remind me that I'm bald. I'm like, I know.
Your name is Bold.
All right, so hey, hope you follow along. We're gonna try to do a few things. I think we'll get it. You know, we're gonna get it. We'll do a fire up video, or we'll probably fire it up in this video, and then you know, we'll do a little break in and stuff like that. Then we'll probably, I think maybe the first place we take it is maybe to the park, test it out, make sure it's good, get some full throttle. Yeah, get some full throttle runs. Then I think we'll take it to the track, you know, on one of their test and tune times. See how it does. You never know. Maybe we'll enter in one of the races one night. And then for sure we'll probably do some follow-up videos on a few little upgrades, mainly the servos. And I don't know. We got a different set of tires for it too, because we'll probably wear these out pretty quick. And then we'll go from there.
I didn't know that they would have this. Like,
yeah, this one, since it's a ready to run, has a pull start.
wait, so it's a full start.
It's a pull start like the fifth scales. We do have a starter box. So I'm going to set it up for the starter box. It should make it a lot easier to start. So, and when we're out and about, it'll just make it easier to start too. So, all right. So we've got our, we did a starter box. This does have a pull,
Wait, we did a
cord.
starter box?
Yeah, I did a starter box on it. So,
Daddy,
that's this box. This should start it, I hope. So.
No. No way.
Oops. Should we try this?
Why is it not starting?
Seems like it wants to.
What's going on?
Are the wheels not attached to something?
I think the wheels are not, because these are not spinning. The wheels are not spinning.
Well, it's not running yet. It wants to. Ready? Oops. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh man, we put a gouge in the starter already? That's not good. Oh man, there's rubber everywhere. Okay. Why is it not starting?
I maybe.
Oh, it doesn't want to start.
Maybe because it's like plugged up and maybe it's plugged up. Maybe it's plugged up. Maybe it has like a bunch of trash stuff in it. Maybe it has trash in it. Maybe we have to. Maybe we should donate this way. We got it over so good.
Okay, all right. Fail, epic fail. And this thing is ruined, I think, already. Awesome. Why didn't that work? I mean, it like shredded the, they shredded everything. Oh man, it literally like destroyed that thing already. Oh. Hey, welcome back. So, man, if you, that beginning, this thing was a challenge. So never had a nitro car before. This thing, whew, that was challenging. So what ended up happening, starter box is okay, everything is fine. So after that, I was frustrated. So what I did was I just put it on the ground and I started using the pull start. I probably hit it maybe 20 times. It kind of, I think it loaded up a little bit. And then what it started doing was it would fire up, run, quit. Fire up, run, quit. It would not stay idling. So eventually what I did was I just turned the idle screw, just gave it a pitch, like a very short pitch. I pulled the pull start, it fired up and started running. So, you know, I never touched any of the factory settings on the carburetor or any of that stuff. They give you this, so when you pull the air cleaner off, you know, right before the inlet of the carburetor, they give you this plug that basically reduces the venturi size. So this thing runs, you know, super, super rich, super fat for break-in. You're supposed to run 5 tanks through it on a break-in. I've got, we didn't catch any of it, but I got it running. We actually have 5 tanks through it. But everything, it's been really cold here lately, so did that the other day. It was kind of really cloudy. It rained earlier in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and each time I did use the heat gun. I used a heat gun on it, warmed the motor up, all that other stuff. So I felt, you know, comfortable with that. So I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to heat it up right now, get the motor warm. Then I'm going to take probably just a paper towel or something, wrap it around the heat sink, and then go do one or maybe 2 more tanks through it. You know, really fat to make sure it's nice and broken in, that we feel comfortable with everything. And then we're going to we'll pull that plug out, and hopefully the settings are pretty close to where we don't need to do a whole lot of tuning. I may, I'll probably turn the idle back to where it was originally. So it's supposed to be set, you know, the idle gap's supposed to be right around 0.5 millimeter. And I haven't checked that just to make sure, but I've got a couple feeler gauges, about a 20 thou feeler gauge, about the same size as 5 mil. I can trim it to fit in that hole. So I may do that too once we get the plug out. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'll show you the plug, you know, how they set that up, and then we'll go do a quick little break-in. So you can see this little monster running. Man, now I think I understand why they call it the Darkside. You know, everybody always says when they're not running right or whatever, they're a huge pain in the butt. That the nitro stuff is just difficult. But when they're running right, and you know, I think when you know what you're doing, you know, I am a total beginner with this, learning on my own. But you know, just knowing some knowledge with carburetors and tuning motors, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of, you know, give it a little bit of idle. And that's all it needed. So probably would have fired right up off the starter box the first time. I did take that starter box. I had to shim it a little bit to bring the wheel up just a tiny bit to engage with this car. That's a common thing with the Protec starter box from what I've heard. You know, did some research on that too. So here we go. We're going to warm it up and get some break-in. But first I'll show you that plug. So pulled the air cleaner off just real quick. So this is what they call, it's a break-in plug. You can see, look at the hole in the center. That chamfer sits in the normal size hole. So when you come up to the carburetor, you can see the venturi, it just sits in there. And basically it's just a restrictor. It's an air restrictor, so you know it's going to cause a lot less air to go through, make this thing run fat. You just take the air cleaner, stick it back on there, and that's it. And they say to run 5 tanks through it. So let's see how it goes. We're gonna I think I'm gonna do 2 more tanks. I've already done 5 tanks through this thing, but like I said, it was really cold. I want to heat it up and I want to wrap this so less air goes through it, get a little bit more warmth through the motor, let it kind of heat up a little bit more, not overheat. We'll keep a temp gun on it and just make sure that it looks good, but just get maybe one to 2 more tanks through it, and then we'll pull the plug, put the air cleaner back on, fire it up, let you guys check it out. All right, So I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. Got everything on, got the battery plugged into the starter box. Could use the pole, the pole start, but I'm gonna use the starter box because it works. Got the glow plug. I did warm it up with the heat gun, wrapped it. So we're gonna try to, oh, let's turn on the box. Let's try it one more time. All right. Here we go. As you can tell, it is super, super rich. Super rich. So we're gonna do a little bit more break-in. I'm gonna do some figure eights. It's really windy today, and see how this thing goes. So we made a couple runs with, actually we did 2 tanks with the head wrapped, and it seemed to start picking up and breaking in a little bit better. It's hard to get some temps out here. It's pretty cold and windy still. Not really liking breaking it in this cold, but you can tell I'm gonna probably do another 2 tanks and with the head wrapped and let it do its thing. So just let's show, I mean, it's pig rich. I mean, you can see all the, all the oil all over. It gets all over the back wheel, gets all over the back suspension. I'll wipe it off. I keep wiping off in between heat cycles. So pretty sweet. It fires right up now. I think that first time we were trying to fire it up, I didn't have fuel on the line, so that was my fault. So I plugged the exhaust real quick, did a quick thing, and then it fired right up. So I think we're going to be pretty good. I'll probably run 1 or 2 more tanks through it. It's hard, I feel like I should be leaning it out and stuff like that, but I don't want to. I want to keep it as rich as possible, not to damage it, get a good break in on it. And so I think I'll do maybe 1 or 2 more tanks, and then we'll probably come back and we'll show you how this thing fires up without that restrictor plug in there for the break-in process, and see what you think. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like. I want to get this thing out to the track this weekend and, just try it out, see what it's like, and see if it's something we like to do. So far, I mean, the car is super fun, super responsive. Definitely, I feel like it does need a little upgrade on, at least the steering servo, but I have a steering and throttle servo, so we'll probably do those. And then I think I'm going to do a little, for the bottom of the chassis, just a rear, I don't know, what is it, like a chassis plate, just, in case it smacks the bottom or something, a little wear plate on the back edge. So other than that, I don't plan on doing anything else to this thing. It's pretty fun. And what's funny is you probably don't need the starter box, because now that it was more broken in, I mean, you can, like I had it stall out there one time real quick, and I pulled the, the pull start, fired right up and went. So when it's warm, I mean, it fires right up. And actually I pulled it one time when it was cold and it fires up. The thing does pretty good with the pull start. So You know, eventually though, we may, you know, if this motor goes, we'll put in maybe a little bit better motor for it, and that'll probably won't have a pull start. So, and plus the starter box is so easy. It makes it a lot nicer than having to yank on that pull start. So, you know, I did modify it a little bit. I set it up for a single 4S, you know, with was it IC5, EC5, whatever those are, those Spectrum things, and I just pull it outside so I can just plug into it. I could stick a battery inside it too, but this way I can just use one of the 4S batteries that I have already. So, and it works awesome. Works super awesome. Love it. So, man, this thing is, I think it's going to be fun. Can't wait to really get it going and take it out to the track and rip it, see how it does. Well, we're back out here. I showed you guys a little bit of the break-in earlier. It was super cold earlier. It's still windy. We got some sun out. We got I think we got a good break-in on it. So I took the plug out. We got a ding dong here with us. Another one over there. So we're gonna see how all the settings are the base settings on the carburetor. We're gonna fire it up. Go rip it a little bit. Check it out. All right, guys. Let's see if this thing will start. Might help to turn the car on. All right, here we go, Dash. You ready?
Dad, you gotta push it harder.
Huh? Okay, now it doesn't want to start.
Dad, what's that?
Press what?
This. Do that.
No, we don't want to do it. I don't know why it's not starting now.
Dad, you gotta wet that.
Okay, hang on. Let's try it one more time. Let's see if maybe it flooded. Okay, let's try this again. Is it not on here? There we go. Okay, come on. Ooh, there we go. This is what it did last time, so let's give it a little. Okay, getting closer, I feel like. Come on, baby.
Dad, you gotta press it harder.
Doesn't want to stay running. So
maybe we should go back and fix it.
I don't know what to fix. Well, let's. Let's go in little tiny increments.
And
okay, that was better.
that was cool. That's kind of cool.
Oh man, it's so close. Does not want to run. So let's see.
We need to fix this thing.
Let's try to.
What? To fix this thing? Oh, what? And
I'm
make
gonna
it
try
over.
to lean it out just a little bit.
Dad, I think it was. Dad, I think this.
Seems to be doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to fiddle with that carburetor a little bit, but I think we got it. Yes, sir.
We need to drive it with the boy on. We need to do that.
We do. I just want to make sure it's okay. So we're just going to get a couple little rips here on that. That thing rips. It's a little monster once it got kind of tuned up. Hey, stay tuned. We're gonna have a few more of these videos. This is the end of this video. I know it's a little long-winded. Please comment, like, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay tuned. We got a cool little series.